The EU AI Act Newsletter number 62. AI Pact signed. Code of Practice launched. By Risto Uk. Subtitle: The European Commission collects over 100 AI Pact signatures, and an online kickoff plenary for the general-purpose AI Code of Practice is scheduled for September 30th. Heading: Legislative process. Over 100 companies sign AI Pact pledges. The European Commission has announced over 100 initial signatories to the AI Pact, including multinational corporations and SMEs from various sectors. The pact supports voluntary adherence to the AI Act principles before its official implementation and deepens engagement between the AI office and stakeholders. Signatories commit to at least 3 core actions: developing an AI governance strategy to comply with the Act, mapping high-risk AI systems, and promoting AI literacy among staff. More than half of the participants have also pledged to ensure human oversight, mitigate risks, and transparently label certain AI-generated content. The pact remains open for companies to join and commit to both the core and additional pledges until the AI Act is fully applied. Over 400 submissions on the Code of Practice for general-purpose AI. The Commission received nearly 430 submissions for its consultation on the upcoming Code of Practice for General-Purpose AI, GPI, as outlined in the AI Act. These submissions will inform the finalization of the code by April 2025, with GPI provisions taking effect on August 1, 2025. Key areas of focus include transparency, copyright rules, risk assessment and mitigation, and internal governance. The input will guide the AI office in implementing and enforcing the rules on GPI, and in developing guidelines for summarizing training data used in GPI models. Additionally, almost 1,000 organizations and individuals worldwide expressed interest in participating in the drawing up of the first Code of Practice for GPI. An online opening plenary is scheduled for September 30th. MEPs question appointment of leader for general-purpose AI Code of Practice. According to Euractiv tech editor Eliza Kritzy, 3 MEPs are questioning the European Commission's process for appointing key positions for the drafting of the general-purpose AI guidelines. On September 24th, the Commission responded to those interested in participating with limited details beyond the first plenary scheduled for September 30th. More information on the drafting process is expected. MEPs Axel Voss, Spengia Hahn, and Kim van Sparentak have submitted questions about how the Commission is appointing the chairs and vice-chairs of the working groups, particularly with respect to international expertise. They seek clarification of whether appointments will be announced by Monday's plenary and how the Commission will ensure delivery given the short timeframe. Chair announced for the working groups. The AI office has announced chairs and vice-chairs for 4 working groups developing the first general-purpose AI Code of Practice. These experts, chosen for their diverse backgrounds in computer science, AI governance, and law, will guide the process from October 2024 to April 2025. The selection criteria emphasized expertise, independence, geographical diversity, and gender balance. For instance, the Transparency and Copyright Working Group is co-chaired by experts in European copyright law and AI transparency. The 4 working groups will address transparency, copyright, risk assessment, mitigation measures, and internal risk management for general-purpose AI providers. The chairs and vice-chairs will lead discussions, synthesize input from participants, and work towards presenting a final draft by April 2025. Heading: Analysis. There's an image here. Description. News article screenshot. The headline reads, Commission collects over 100 AI Pact signatures, but future remains uncertain. Future of the Pact remains uncertain. Euractiv's Eliza Kritzy and Jacob Wolf-Wold reported that the AI Pact's future is uncertain following Commissioner Thierry Breton's resignation. The pact includes Pillar I, a peer-to-peer network for exchanging best practices, and Pillar II, a series of pledges. Major tech companies like Microsoft, Google, Amazon, and OpenAI are among the 115 signatories, while others like Meta, Anthropic, and Mistral are not in the initial list. Some companies were reluctant to sign due to concerns about prescriptiveness and potential interference with AI Act compliance efforts. The pact comprises 3 core commitments and additional voluntary ones, with about half the signatories committing only to the core elements. The signatories must report on their implementation after 12 months, though the exact reporting requirements remain unclear. Tech giants focus on the code of practice. Reuters' European technology correspondent Martin Coulter wrote that the enforcement of rules for general-purpose AI, including how many copyright lawsuits and multi-billion-dollar fines companies may face, will remain unclear until accompanying codes of practice are finalized. The EU has invited various stakeholders to help draft the code of practice, receiving an unusually high number of applications. Although not legally binding, the code will provide a compliance checklist for companies, and ignoring it could elicit legal challenges. Major tech companies and nonprofit organizations have applied to participate in drafting the code. Industry representatives stress the importance of getting the code right to allow continued innovation without making it too narrow or specific. Some stakeholders have also voiced concern that companies are going out of their way to avoid transparency. European Parliament study on AI liability. Euractiv's tech journalist Jacob Wolf-Wold reported that the European Parliament Research Service, EPRS, has recommended that liability regulations include general-purpose AI products and develop a broader legal instrument for software liability. The study suggests that the liability regime should cover general-purpose AI and prohibited and high-risk uses of AI as defined in the AI Act. The EPRS proposes transitioning the Artificial Intelligence Liability Directive, ALD, into a broader software liability instrument. The study examines the interaction between the ALD, the AI Act, and the updated Product Liability Directive. MEP Axel Voss indicated that the next steps in the URI committee will be decided in October. The EPRS recommends extending the ALD scope to prevent market fragmentation and enhance clarity across the EU. It also suggests applying strict liability to AI prohibited under the AI Act and considering its application to high-impact systems. This newsletter was narrated by Type 3 Audio for the Future of Life Institute. It was first published on September 30, 2024. Images from this article are included in the podcast episode description. To report an issue or give feedback on this narration, go to t3a.is.